Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be going through my 2017 makeup empties. You can see them all laid out here on my desk. And for the year 2017, I ended up using up $485.92 worth of makeup, which I thought was pretty good. Back in 2016, I used up close to $700 worth of makeup. I was definitely wearing makeup more that year than I did this past year, just because I was pregnant for a lot of it, and then I had my baby, so I was just not in the mood to do makeup all that often, and I just frankly didn't have enough time or energy at some points. So I think almost $500 is pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with myself, you know, and it's fun, of course, seeing everything all laid out here. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. Oh, one thing I meant to mention before we get started, the $485 is what I personally spent on the makeup, or as close to how much I spent on it as I could remember. So say for instance, this palette here, this was originally $32 and that's the retail value, or it was something like 32 or something, but I paid $18 for it, so I counted it as $18. And then something like this professional primer here, I got this for free, so I did not include that in the total. So that is how much I spent on the makeup, was the $485, or as close to it that I could remember. So let me know if you like how I did it, or if you would prefer for me to use the actual retail value of all the products. It's a new year. I can definitely start doing this a different way. So would you prefer for me to count this, like say for next year, if I have something similar, like the $32 or the $18? If you could let me know, that would be really, really helpful. I don't know which way people prefer. I feel like people tend to count the actual retail value, but when I started doing this, this is just kind of how I decided to do it. But let me know which way you prefer. All right, now let's go ahead and jump right in, and I will show you all of my makeup empties for 2017. So I guess the best place to start would just be here with my primers. I ended up going through 8 last year. Most of these over here are just sample sizes. Oh, and please don't pay any attention to my nails. I know they look atrocious, but I did go through 2 full size. Here is one from the Body Shop. This was the Tea Tree Pore Minimizer. And then here is one from CoverGirl. This was the True Blend. And then here is Smashbox, Cover FX, Porefessional, Makeup Forever. This is Becca. And then here is one from Coats, and it's actually a sunscreen, but I used it as a primer. It has a very similar texture to the Porefessional, so I included it here. But yeah, so those are all of my primers. And then moving on to the next step, here are all of my foundations that I finished up throughout the year. Here are 5, and then I have one other little mini sample, just like a little free sample of a little cushion foundation from L'Oreal. And then here is one, a little sample from Boscia, and then I've got a little mini size of the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, a full size of the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. Then here is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and then this one is from NYC, and this was their BB cream. And then as far as concealers go, I ended up using 2 full-size concealers. I've got the Maybelline Fit Me, and then here's the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And then this I just kind of stuck in the concealer category. This was the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Corrector Fluid in the shade Peach. Then right here are all of the powders that I went through last year. I've got NARS Crystal Powder. Here's one from Tarte. I think this was just the Amazonian Clay Powder. Yeah, the Smooth Operator Powder. Then here is one from Laura Mercier. This was just a sample of their basic translucent setting powder. Here is a Rimmel Stay Matte. Then I've got the Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder from IT Cosmetics. And then finally, here is one from Tarte. This was their Confidence Creamy Powder Foundation. And then now for bronzers, I was able to finish off 2 little mini powders. Here is Benefit Hoola, and then this was one from Cargo. This was just in the shade medium, I think. And then here is one from Benefit, oh no, excuse me, this one is from Bare Minerals, and this was their Bare Skin Sheer Sun Liquid Bronzer. And then for blush, I was only able to finish off 1, and it's just this little mini stick that I have from Clinique in the shade Roly Poly Rosy. And then as far as highlighters go, I was able to finish off this little mini card of Becca's Opal, and I also finished off the Mary Luminizer from The Balm. This was just a little mini size. It was basically just the size of an eyeshadow, but I was really excited to get that one finished this year. All right, I just kind of rearranged everything and got rid of everything that I'd already talked about to make it a little bit easier. But here is my eyeshadow primer. This is the only one that I went through this year. This one is from Urban Decay, and this one is the eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Enigma. So happy to get this one out of my collection because I really didn't care for it. And then here are all of my eyeshadows that I finished. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Here are all of the eyeshadows that I can get rid of. I did finish a few others throughout the year, but they're in palettes that I'm not ready to get rid of yet, so I didn't count those at all towards my empties. But these are what I'm ready to show you. Here is my little stick, if I can get this open. Let's see. Yeah, this is my little LOC stick that Tati designed. This was a Birchbox collection. Then here is a little Makeup Geek single. This was in the shade Beaches and Cream, right? Yeah, Beaches and Cream. And then of course, here is my Lorac Pro Metal palette. This was my Pan That palette for 2017. This is really hard to open with one hand, but there you go. There it is in all its empty glory. If you remember, if you've been watching that series of mine, I did only really focus on these first 6 here, and I finished all of those up completely. I did hit pan on the Onyx shade, which was a black, and I really did not like that black eyeshadow. It was just so powdery, it got everywhere. And then here is the shade Cobalt, which was a dark blue. I didn't really care for that one either, so I didn't focus too much on those, but I was able to finish off the first 6, which was really exciting. And then now here, moving on to all of my eyeliners. Let's see, I finished off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eyeliners throughout the year. First one here is from Revlon. This I think was their, they're just their regular color stay. This one was one from Cargo. This was a pretty dark brown shade. Then here's a liquid eyeliner. That one is rolling away from me. Then this one was from the brand Aurora. This was just a black liquid eyeliner. And then I've got 2 shades that were very similar. They're both like a dark purple eyeliner. One of them was from Sephora collection, and the other one was from Marcel. And I got both of them in different subscription services. And then here, sorry, everything is rolling. Oh my gosh. And then here is one from Ulta. This is my absolute favorite eyeliner of all time. And this is in the shade Moss. Then here are all of my mascaras that I finished in 2017. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I did finish 11, which is pretty good. I think I'm finally making headway on my mascara collection. I do need to do an inventory soon, but I think it's finally starting to dwindle down, which is really exciting. So there are 11 mascaras that I went through. And then this one here at the end, this is actually the Wink mascara. No, excuse me. This is the Wink eyelash serum. So something a little bit different, but I included it here. But yeah, I'm just really excited that my mascara collection is slowly but surely starting to shrink a little bit because it was just so out of control for so long. And then for eyebrows, I only managed to finish off eyebrow gel throughout this last year. I had been filling in my eyebrows sporadically, but I have a never-ending eye pencil or an eyebrow pencil that just literally keeps going and going and going. Hopefully I can finish that one in 2018. But here are 2 of the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizers. I love this stuff. You guys have heard me talk about this so many times in different empties videos. This stuff is truly amazing. It's so good. Then here is the clear brow gel from e.l.f. And then this one, everyone talks about this. They all say that they love it, but I unfortunately didn't like this one so much, but it is really inexpensive. This one is the Essence Make Me Brow, and I just really think it did nothing for my eyebrows. So there's all my brow products. Now moving on to lip products. I've got 3 different lip liners here. Here's one from Tarte. This was just like a little sample from a Sephora Play, I think. Then this one is from ColourPop. And then this last one here was from the Estee Edit, which I know is like no longer a thing, but I did manage to finish that one off as well. And then as far as lipsticks go, this past year, this is what I ended up finishing. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think only 2 of them are considered full size. Again, you guys, I just really wasn't wearing all of that much makeup for parts of the year. But here is my ColourPop Lumiere. Then this one is my Pixie Tinted Brilliance Balm. This one took me quite a while to finish, but I ended up finishing it this year. It was one of my oldest lip products, so I'm really happy to get that out of the way. Then here's a little double-ended Bite Beauty lipstick. I think, what were the shades here? We have the shade Fig on one side and Date on the other. Then here's another one from Bite Beauty. This was one of their lip crayons in the color Tort. I just ended up finishing this one off. It was so pretty. And then this one I remember really not liking, but this one was one from Sephora, and it was this, everything is rolling. It was this pretty color, but on my lips it just did not translate very well. But in the tube I did really like it, but really happy to get that out of the way. Then I was probably most surprised that I only finished off 2 lip balms throughout 2017. I am working on one from Hanalei right now, and I think I bought that back in March, and it's still going strong, and I use it all the time. So that one's gonna last me quite a while. So I guess I really shouldn't be too surprised that I only finished off 2 because I bought that one so early in the year. But here are the 2 that I did end up finishing. This one is from Lip Smackers. It is in fact a lip balm. Let me see if I can show you here. My son bought this for me for Christmas last year. So here's the lip balm part, and it's got this little funky dory lid. I thought that was really fun. And then this one, what was the brand on this one? I don't even remember, and it's not saying. I know I bought this at Target though. Oh, you can kind of see it there. Pogo, is that the brand? I remember not enjoying that one too much, but there you go. And then for makeup sponges, I only have 2 here. I might have gone through more. I feel like I probably did go through more, but I only have 2 here. Both of these are the Real Technique sponge. And I've been hearing so many good things about the Eco Tools sponge. So I think I'm gonna, not use these anymore. I'm gonna, kind of venture out and try new things in 2018. Once I finish up all the ones that I have, because I think I still have 2 more of these. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in trying out new ones, because I think last year I only used these, and then this year I only used these as well. Then here are all of my setting sprays that I used last year. I went through 6 of them, 2 little mini Urban Decay all-nighters. Here is L'Oreal Infallible, Mario Badescu, and then these 2 from Supergoop, the setting spray with rosemary and SPF. You guys know I do not like that one very much, but I did end up using a couple of them last year to get them out of my collection, so that's good. And then I do have some perfumes. I did not count these in my total, but I do always keep them to show you guys how many perfumes I used throughout the year. Did not manage to get through any full size last year, but these ones were part of like a little gift set that I got. They were both Clinique perfumes. And then for like little mini samples, I went through 9. So yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Again, considering there were many days when I did not, put myself together at all. So the fact that I was able to go through that much perfume at all, I think is pretty good. And the very last thing I have to show you guys is my makeup remover. Most of this is just like eye makeup remover. I don't know why I keep it. I think that's kind of weird, but I do. These little guys down here, I really liked these. And unfortunately, I have looked at the Sephora website for these multiple times, and I don't think they make them. So they were just, I think, giving them away for free as like free samples just to get rid of them. But they are really good. I wish they would bring them back. These are called the Express Eye Makeup Remover Wipes. Again, I thought they worked really well. Then here's one from Too Faced. This was the Mascara Melt Off. I know a lot of people don't like this. I had one of these in my last year's empties as well, because I just think it works pretty good. It really does loosen up the mascara if you let it sit on your makeup, or if you let it sit on your eyes for a couple minutes before you start to wipe it off. I think it does work really well. And then I've got one here from Clinique. Then here is one from Lancome. Then I've got their Real Remover from Benefit. I have a love-hate relationship with this thing, or maybe that's not the best way to describe it. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I don't. So I had this, just kind of stashed away for a really long time, but then I decided to pull it out again and go ahead and use it up. And I really liked it the last month or so that I was using it. So I'm glad I was able to finish that off before it went bad, because it was just kind of hanging around for a while. Then here is one little thing of the Almay Eye Makeup Remover Pads, and then a cute little tiny sample from MAC. This was the Cleanse Off Oil. I just thought that was so cute. I had to save that little jar. And then the very last thing I have to show you is a brush cleaner. This is the Dry Clean Instant Dry Brush Cleaner Spray from Sephora. This stuff is amazing. It works so well to clean your brushes. You just kind of spray a little bit of it on and then rub your brush on a paper towel, or just a regular towel would probably work as well. It's so good. I have another thing of this, and hopefully they have not discontinued this, because I just think it works so well. But yeah, those are all of my makeup empties. Well, not just right here, you saw all of them. I put them away. But those were all of my makeup empties for 2017. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased. Like I said, it's been almost $500 of worth of stuff that I went through, which is awesome. And of course, I will continue to save all of my makeup empties throughout this year, so we can, revisit them again this time next year. But thank you guys so much for watching today and for hanging out with me for a little bit. If you like this kind of videos, please go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. I would also love it if you would subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future uploads. We can also connect on Instagram. That will be listed in the description box below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!